So, hi dear Pisces, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a journal no contact love reading for all the Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising from today till the end of May 2026. We'll try to do the reading again in the middle of May 2026, but for the time being, let's go for this. The roles can be reversed also, action can be from your side also, and if it is not resonating, this is definitely not your story. Please don't try to forcibly fit yourself into the reading, honey. Sometimes the messages are not for you. Okay, for personal reading healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. For tarot reading course, self-love course, and Ho'oponopono masterclass, two links are given below. So let's start. Okay, the person that you are in no contact or no communication with, their current feelings for you right now at this present moment. I have the Six of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. It's like from deep inside, this person is feeling like waiting and watching and hoping for some kind of miracle to happen someday in this dynamics, so that things are going to be sorted or things are going to be okay again. This person, from deep inside, this person is feeling like waiting and watching and hoping for some kind of good outcome. Okay, when it comes to the conscious level energy, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Five of Swords, this person feels like you're doing really great in your life, Pisces. You're looking good, you're feeling good, you are doing good in your life, in your career as well, otherwise as well, you're growing, you're glowing, and they feel like talking to you, having back and forth communication with you, lots of communication with you. They feel like meeting you face to face, but at the same time, their ego, their pride, or their stressful energies are not allowing them to open up, even if they feel like doing it. So it's like somebody is in their head all the time, even if they're feeling shit about the situation, even if they're feeling good things about the situation. This person's mind or this person's ego or pride is not allowing them to come forward towards you. This person's ego or this person's pride is telling them to stay away and stick their nose where it belongs, and they should not interfere in your life because you're doing really great. And they're kind of nervous. It's not it's kind of nervousness, underlying nervousness, but they are going to make it feel like a game of ego or pride for themselves. Let's see what this person wants from you. What are their intentions for the situation between you and them, Pisces? I have the Six of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the World card. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. It's like they still want to come forward towards you with some kind of message, communication, apology, with some kind of peaceful offer of, okay, at least let's stay connected, or let's stay in touch. This is like from deep inside, this is their intention. That's hidden, that's not that much conscious. And anyways, on a conscious level, this person wants to keep walking away, keep moving on towards calmer water. They just want to keep themselves protected, and they just want to finish the unfinished business between you guys. Even like if there is any kind of unfinished business between you guys, uh, for whatever happened between you guys, still there are some kind of lingering energies here and there maybe. And definitely this person wants to put an end to those unfinished business kind of energies between you and them, and they just want to keep moving forward in their life. Conscious choice is conscious intention is to end this chapter and this unfinished business and never look back. From deep inside, they still want to have at least a proper communication, a last conversation, if not a full-fledged relationship with you. Let's see what action is this person going to take towards you, if any, by the end of this month, Pisces. I have the Two of Swords, King of Swords, Eight of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, they're choosing themselves over the situation right now, their money, job, career, finances. And to be honest with you, they're very inspired by you and by your energies, the way you are handling your life, the way you are handling your energies, and you're doing really great in your life. This person is kind of inspired by you only. So, and they are just trying to just gather all of their courage and strength and everything, and they just want to focus on themselves right now for the time being. Okay, and when it comes to the conscious level, from deep inside, they are having this energy of, okay, let me focus on myself. And on a conscious level, this person is getting the proper clarity and understanding of what the situation is. There are no more confusion, no more ifs and buts, no more this and that. They're choosing to walk away completely. Right now, they're just choosing to walk away completely from the situation and detach completely from the situation, because according to them, this is the right thing to do. This is the right energy to go ahead with. This is the right, what we call that, decision. Okay, let's see what action is this person going to take towards you, if any, by the end of May 2026. Pisces. Sorry, the action part is already done. The guidance for you guys, right? I'm really sorry, Pisces. I lost a little bit of track. So in their actions, I do see them just walking away, and according to them, this is the right thing to do, because there is no more uh, anything left in the situation, nothing left in the situation that they should work on or do anything about or say anything about. Okay, and now the guidance for you guys. I'm really sorry. I'm on my period, a little distracted today because of the pain. Let's see. So the guidance here is the Page of Wands, High Priestess, Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. Okay, so if you are in this energy of still waiting for something to something or someone to show up at your door, and you are just doing the show off to attract somebody in your life, stop doing that. It might work out for some time, but I think eventually it's going to make you feel very, very hurt, and you will not be able to manage the pain then, you know? So it's better for you to not to show off, but literally work on yourself, like literally be happy, literally work on yourself, and literally work on your growth and expansion and happiness and everything. And then stop waiting for someone to show up at your door with everything right and everything sorted and everything just the way you want it, because it might or might not happen. So putting your life on hold because you are waiting for something or someone to show up the way you want them to show up is not a good idea. At least for the time being, it is not, Pisces. Okay, and then make sure that next time you are going to get serious with someone, you are going to be friends with them first. You are going to like see the consistency, you are going to see their nature, their behavior, their character, and then slowly but surely you are going to allow yourself to connect with that person or that energy on a deeper level. You might be having this tendency, Pisces, to fall in love with very quickly, like fall in love very quickly with whomsoever you connect with. The moment you connect with somebody, you might be feeling like, okay, this might be my person, this might be my forever happily ever after kind of an energy. I think this is the one for me. Stop doing that with yourself, right? Take baby steps, be friends, and have this mental clarity and understanding of what you want and what you don't want, and accordingly at least have 2 to 3 months of friendship and companionship with somebody before getting too serious or before getting into this energy of, oh my god, I found my person, right? Learn to how to create stronger boundaries and how to be mentally and emotionally clear in your energy, so that you are not going to make the same kind of mistakes that you keep on repeating again and again and again in this department of your life, right? That is the answer here, that is guidance here. Okay, so let me answer one of your questions related to this particular situation of your life, Pisces. This portion also might or might not resonate. If it does, good. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Just let it be. If you're not going to get a clear cut yes or no, then you can take the message as the guidance for your particular situation if you want to. And I'm going to give you 15 to 20 seconds to get the answer. If that's not enough for you, you can pause the video and unpause whenever you feel like. So let's start. You can close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, ask your question 3 times in your mind space. Keep it short, simple, and precise. And your time starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now. So the answer to your question is let go. Let go. Let me see. Where's let go, honey? Yep. At first glance, this card might seem to be suggesting that you give up your current pursuit, but that is not the message. Instead, it suggests that you let go of your attachment to the subject of your question and cease clinging, striving, and grasping. The let go card asks you to learn to love with an open hand, let universal flow come and go as it desires, and trust all is for your highest good. Something that is held and squeezed and restricted cannot grow or flourish, Pisces. Release your troubles and desires to the divine and trust in spirit to find the perfect solution in the perfect timing. That is the answer for you if it is making any sense, honey. If not, leave it. Okay. For okay. So thank you so much for tuning in, Pisces. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste.